All right. In an experiment, researchers played a series of musical intervals, 2-note sequences, to a large, diverse group of 6-month-old babies. Okay, so the researchers played a series of these musical intervals to 6-month-old babies. They found that babies paid that's a strong word, significantly more attention when the intervals were perfect octaves, fifths, or fourths than otherwise. Excuse me. These intervals are prevalent in the musical systems of most cultures around the world. Thus, humans probably have a biological predisposition to pay more attention to those intervals than to others. So our conclusion here is the last sentence. Humans probably have a biological predisposition to pay more attention to those intervals than to others. And when we're saying those intervals, we're definitely saying the perfect octaves, fifths, or fourths. And our reasoning for saying this is because whenever we played them to babies, the babies paid more attention to them. And these intervals are found in most cultures around the world. So therefore, it must just be in our genes. How would we predict? So whenever we do strengthen questions, what I recommend doing is predicting an answer. So what were some of your predictions for what would strengthen that humans probably have this disposition to pay attention to these?
Well, I picked B because
Okay. No, I haven't I haven't gone over strengthening questions with you yet, Laura. So, but so you probably didn't, but predict something before you went to the answers, right? Which is totally fine. Mel, did you predict something?
No, I didn't really predict.
All right. So if I were going to predict something for this, I would be like, so like, why does significantly paying more attention mean that I have predisposed something to pay more attention to those? Like, how can why do we have a biological? I guess for me, what would strengthen this would eliminate like another explanation. Like, something else isn't causing it. And then for our answer choices, we have B, C, and A. So let's start with C. None of the babies in the experiment had previous exposure to music from any culture. Does that strengthen it? They had never had previous sorry.
That would weaken it, right?
Sorry. I just read the wrong. I think I said C, but read B. C, all of the babies in the experiment had been exposed to music drawn equally from a wide variety of cultures around the world. Does it have to be true that all of the babies have been exposed to the same culture?
No.
Nope. It's not the culture we're comparing, it's just these octaves.
Right.
And then we have someone say A. Several similar experiments using older children and adults found that these subjects, too, had a general tendency to pay more attention to these octaves than other music. Why does this not work?
I thought A was kind of mild.
It's mild because we're trying to prove that we had it like before we were born. Like, we were born with it. And so if children and adults have a preference to it, that's not strengthening that it came from like our genes. The older we get, the more likely we experience something that caused it, right?
Oh, I see how it's B. Okay. Oh, I understand.
A. And B, none of the babies in the experiment had previous exposure to music from any culture. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Saying that they've never experienced anything, so how could it be anything other than our genes?
Right.
I mean, it could still, but it at least helps us get closer. So great job, Laura. She's like, I don't know why I got it right, but I didn't. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why